Your leadership journey starts right now in the Child Care Director's Chair.
Hello, hello, hello. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Child Care Director's Chair podcast, where we talk about all things ECE and leadership. I'm your host, Erica Sacoccio, and today we are going to talk about ourselves. You know, we often talk about how to motivate your staff, how to care for your children and families, but the next couple of days, I really want to talk about us. Because, you know, they say it starts from the top down. Well, if the top is not in a good place, then neither will the rest of the team be. So I want to talk about it for a minute. Um, let's talk about leadership and mindset. You know, what's the real difference? You know, we often use leadership and mindset like they're interchangeable, but they're not. Leadership is what you project outward, how you influence, how you motivate others, correct, and guide your team. Where mindset is internal, it's that silent narrative, the assumptions that you make, the beliefs that shape your reactions. And here's the kicker: your leadership is only as healthy as your mindset. If you're burned out, if you're insecure, or even worse, stuck in survival mode, it shows up in your leadership, whether you mean for it to or not. So ask yourself, do you lead from inspiration or exhaustion? Are your decisions rooted in fear of losing staff or being judged, or in confidence? Because so many of you talk about, you know, tolerating things that maybe you wouldn't have, but you're afraid that somebody will walk out, and being so short-staffed that that sometimes you have to maybe accept less than the best. And I don't really think that that is true. So, you know, there's a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. And how are you showing up? Because this isn't just for your team. It starts with you. And fixed mindsets beliefs sound like, I'm just not good at conflict, or I hate public speaking, which so many of you will say that. Or maybe I'll never be as organized as other directors. But you believe whatever it is that you tell yourself. And a growth mindset believes, and it reframes these thoughts. Maybe like, I struggle with hard conversations, but I'm learning to face them with courage. Or maybe even speaking to a group. Maybe speaking to a group challenges me, but I'm building that skill. Or even I'm not naturally organized, but I can use systems to help me stay on track. Do you see the difference? Because again, the more that we say these negative things to ourselves, the more they're going to impact our leadership, our mindset, and our success. So a fixed mindset isn't always loud. It shows up in self-sabotage or procrastination or even avoiding hard tasks. And even worse, blaming others for your own stuckness. And I see this quite a bit. You know, think for a second. I want you to be reflective. Ask yourself, what areas of my leadership do I secretly believe can't be improved? Do you really think there are? Or where am I avoiding discomfort instead of growing through it? And that's definitely one that I think that so many folks really get stuck on. You think that you're as high as you can go, as far as you can go. You've done all the things, but I promise you haven't, because we have limitless potential. So do a mirror check. The energy you bring to your culture, like it or not, your team is going to mirror you, your tone, your attitude, and your body language. So if you show up frazzled, overwhelmed, and reactive, guess what? Your teachers are going to reflect that. And if you show up composed and focused and grounded, even when it's messy, that sets the tone too. Now, this doesn't mean to do fake positivity. It just means you take radical responsibility for the emotional weather you bring into the building. Before you walk in your building, ask yourself, what do I want my team to feel when they see me today? And after a hard moment, maybe what vibe did I just give off now? Was it helpful or was it harmful? You see, your inner narrative shapes your outer leadership. Your self-talk becomes your leadership voice, period. If your internal dialogue is full of doubt, criticism, or fear, or your outer leadership becomes reactive, defensive, or micromanaging, you're in trouble. If your inner voice is compassionate, intentional, and curious, you'll lead with vision and calm, even in chaos. So check your narrative. Instead of saying, I can't keep up, versus I'm learning to delegate better. Or no one appreciates me, versus I need to communicate my needs more clearly. This job is impossible versus this job is hard, but I'm built for it. See, what you say to yourself in the quiet moments become the culture you build out loud. I want to talk for a minute about your mental health hygiene habits for ECE. Just like brushing your teeth, mindset hygiene needs to be daily. Here are a few simple but powerful practices. First of all, you can do a pre-shift intention setting. Before you walk in, take 30 seconds and set your leadership intention. Like, for example, today, I'm going to be calm and direct, even when I'm challenged. Take a mindful midday pause, even if it's 3 minutes in the staff bathroom. And we all know that's the vacation spot. But breathe deeply, stretch, and reset your posture. You can even do a post-shift brain dump. At the end of the day, write down everything that happened. This helps you leave work at work, and it also can help you spot patterns for your stress. And one of my favorites is a gratitude reset. At the end of each week, list 3 wins that you have led or witnessed. And this keeps you from only focusing on the problems, because that's so easy to do. Schedule your own reflections like you schedule your classroom observations. It's just as important. Now, how do you know if you're slipping? Well, we all have days off. But if your off days become a pattern, then it's time to check yourself. Some warning signs could be slipping your mindset, whether you're overly snappy, you're sarcastic, or impatient with your team. Maybe you feel disconnected or numb or emotionally checked out. You're stuck in survival mode, putting out fires instead of building systems. You stop doing the things that usually fill your cup, like walking classrooms, mentoring, or dreaming. The longer you stay in this place, the harder it is to lead from clarity. So I want you to snap back, because we all slip, but leaders bounce back. Quick snapback tools. Go outside, even for 2 minutes of fresh air. That breaks that mental spiral. Read a note or a message from a family or teacher who believes in you. That will help you reconnect with your why. Or just say this out loud. I'm overwhelmed, but I am not defeated. When you speak it, it helps you reclaim your power. So move your body, shake it off, literally. Stretch, dance, walk. Maybe you call your accountability buddy or your coach. Get support. You do not have to process this alone. So we're going to turn this into a little mini series, because I think it's so important that you're confident. Confidence isn't personality. It's a balance. It's a practice. Burnout recovery and how to lead while you heal is so important. And I want that for you too. So hopefully today you take some nuggets that really inspire you to start checking yourself, because we know we set the tone. We talk about it all the time, right? We set the tone. So check your tone before you walk in your building. Thank you for tuning into the Child Care Director's Chair podcast. We appreciate your support. And if one of the things that has you overwhelmed is paperwork, then check out our sponsors at Jackrabbit Care. They can help you with all the things that you need to run your office like a pro. And let's face it, things that give us stress that we can take off our plate certainly help. I know they do for me. So again, thank you for following the Child Care Director's Chair podcast. This is Erica, and as always, have a great day.
That's a wrap for this episode of the Child Care Director's Chair, where we believe leaders aren't born, they're grown. If something sparked for you today, share it, shout it out, or pass it along to the next bold changemaker in childcare. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and stay connected with Erica Sakosio for more real talk leadership tools and a whole lot of inspiration. Until next time, lead with heart, grow with fire, and always remember, the chair is yours. Now own it.